Hey, what's going on, guys? Today I'm going to be showing you guys how to turn your normal standard hop-up into an R-hop. So the parts we need, they will be also linked in the description, is the Umbrella Armory flat hop bucking. Flat hop means there is no nub on the inside at all, it's just completely flat. You'll need an R-hop nub or patch. This is the Elvish Tac R-hop for this barrel. And a hop-up unit with the Umbrella Armory, this focuses, flat hop arm. So the way you install this flat hop arm is, I have already done it, but you take something tiny to push this little pin out right there and pull it out from the other side like so. It can be a little difficult sometimes. And then you'd pop your old one out. Make sure you have your hop up all the way off. And in this case, this one is all the way off. And then you take a screwdriver or something and pop it out. And so this is what the old one, or the new one, looks like. I had to drill this middle hole out because this pin would not go through it. So you might just have to drill it out with a step bit or a little bit of sandpaper to actually get it to fit. But then what you do is you just take this, put it back in here, make sure this goes into the groove in the back of the hop-up. You might have to wiggle it around, but then once you get it, you take your pin, put your pin back in. You might need something flat to push this in because it can get a little tight, and it might need to wiggle around sometimes because if the arm is not aligned properly, like you can see, I don't know how well you guys can see this, but this is actually crooked. So I'm gonna work on this for a second and let you guys know when I get it back in. Okay, so I got it back in. All I had to do was just push a little harder because this is actually flat, so this didn't want to go through this hole because it was a little bit bigger. But that's all you have to do to this, and make sure you have your clip for it. Now this is all you have to do for the hop-up, and you just have to take it off your barrel. And then what you're going to do next is first take rubbing alcohol and clean out your barrel. And then take some and clean off right here. This will focus. Right here where this is, and you're going to want to clean it off and then stick some paper towel in it because we're going to be putting glue on here. So what we're going to do is take this patch out of the bag. And make sure you do not lose this patch because it is very tiny and it is clear. So if you lose it or like drop it on the floor or something, it will be very complicated to get because it's tiny and rubber and it'll come out of the bag. And if you lose it, then you're kind of out of the game if you can't find it. Very tiny piece of rubber. So what we're gonna do now is I'm gonna zoom this in for you guys. Okay. So what we're gonna do is take some Gorilla Glue. You do not want fast drying glue. You want it to settle for a little bit. This takes about 24 hours to cure. And once it's fully cured, then you can go ahead and use it. You do not want to use it or try to use it or anything before it is cured because you can actually mess your patch up, and that is not fun. So what you're going to do is you're trying to get it on the side pieces, but the reason why we put the paper towel there is so if you do get some on the inside, then it'll be completely fine. So what we're going to do is I'm just going to take a little bit. That's a lot of it, but okay. Take it and put it on one side and then cross it over the other side. Then you can take a screwdriver or your finger or toothpick and then just rub it out like so. Make sure you clean your screwdriver off because you do not want glue on your screwdriver. It's very bad. Then you're going to take your patch and you are going to sit it on, you have to make sure because it is a one direction which means it's curved on one of the sides, and that side goes on the back. So you have to figure that out. And this patch is actually a little bit too big. So what we're going to have to do is we're going to clean all of our glue off. This is a common mistake that can happen. They can all be different sizes. For instance, this is the exact same one that I got for mine. This is the exact same barrel in my gun and everything, but it is cut differently. So what we're going to do is on the flat side, not the curved side, because if you cut off the curved side, then you will completely mess this up. What you're going to do is you're going to take a knife and you're going to slowly cut tiny pieces of this back off until it'll fit. So make sure if you have to get like a magnifying glass or something to look at it, because you do not want to cut that curved side off. If you cut it off, it's okay. That's probably an accident, or you did it on purpose and that was just stupid. But you want to take like sandpaper or scissors or something and make that angle so it'll match. So what I'm going to do is take this, get it aligned, sit it on here, and if you guys can, I don't know how well you guys can see this, but you can see how much is missing or how much there is. So you're going to take it and cut it off, and I'll get back to you guys once I have all this cut off. Okay, so I have this cut down to the right size, so we're going to do this again. And so we're going to put the glue on here. Remember, put it on one side and then make it go over to the other side. Take your screwdriver, finger, toothpick, whatever that's small enough. Spread it across. Make sure you get it on where the lips come up on the barrel. And you're going to take this, put on here, hold it down, and then pull the paper towel out. Now, that might not make that much sense, but when you pull the paper towel out, that'll clean the inside of the patch off, so there's no glue. There might be glue on the inside of it, but that'll be fine. So what we're going to do now is you're going to not take that piece of paper towel, get a new piece of paper towel, and you're going to carefully, very carefully, clean off the sides of this barrel. You don't need rubbing alcohol or anything, just clean off the glue and keep the patch there, make sure it doesn't fall off. And what we're going to do is take our bucking and line the bucking up so that it'll go on. This might be a little complicated with the patch still being loose, but that is okay. Okay, so I have my bucking on. What you're going to do is you're going to want to leave this on here for about an hour and maybe a half hour, because you just want to keep it there and keep your patch in place so your patch doesn't move. And then after that half hour to an hour, you can take it back off and leave it there to cure for 24 hours from when you put it on, not after. And you can let it sit from 24 to 48 hours so it'll get an actual proper cure. When I did mine, I kept mine on there and didn't touch it or anything for about 48 hours. So it was completely dry and I didn't have to worry about like anything coming undone when I was shooting it, because our hops are the best and most accurate thing that you can get. So this, if I don't include the barrel cost and I just include the arm, the bucking, and the patch, that only cost me about $50, give or take. And that doesn't include shipping or anything else. Compared to an Umbrella Armory, just the R-hopped barrel is $120 for this size barrel. Now, if you get it with the hop-up unit, that's another $50 because that comes with the arm. So you're spending about $200 on a barrel to give you better accuracy when you can do it for yourself. Now, if you don't want to do it for yourself and you know a friend that's good at doing this type of stuff and has steady hands, have them do it, and you can watch them so you can learn if you want to do it in the future, or you can try it by yourself or send it to a professional and have them do it, or if you just want to spend the money, just buy an actual one. But that is how you R-hop your barrel, guys. Thank you guys so much for joining me. Make sure you guys like, subscribe, and turn on post notifications, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.